Now we have a confusing situation here in America because we have some states that have legalized medical marijuana and then some states have even legalized recreational marijuana, but the federal government still considers it illegal. So now states like Colorado that have had medical marijuana in the past and now have recreational marijuana as legal, didn't say necessarily that you could smoke it and not get fired from your job. So that brings us to the interesting case of Brandon Coates. Here we quote the Huffington Post. In a landmark decision Monday morning, the Colorado Supreme Court ruled that Brandon Coates, a quadriplegic medical marijuana patient from Colorado who was fired by Dish Network in 2010 for using the drug while at home and off duty, was not protected under the state's lawful activity statute. So at that point, Colorado had not legalized recreational use yet, but it had legalized medicinal marijuana. He was using medicinal marijuana. He was using it at home. His company decided, we're going to fire you anyway. And when they took it to court, court just declared definitively, sorry, it's against federal law, so they are within their rights to fire you. When Coates was 16, let's give you some context here, he was a passenger in a vehicle that crashed into a tree. That accident paralyzed over 80% of his body, and he has experienced severe involuntary muscle spasms and seizures ever since. At first, Coates used prescription drugs to combat the spasms, but over time their effectiveness waned. Then his doctors recommended he started using medical marijuana. Coates joined Colorado's medical marijuana registry in 2009, hoping that the cannabis would alleviate his persistent spasms. Now, for God's sake, man, the guy's quadriplegic. He's clearly using it for medicinal purposes. You think he's faking being quadriplegic? Have you no mercy, no sense of justice, no sense of decency? Why are you firing the guy? Why are you doing that? And if it goes to the courts, can you not see that this is not some sort of scufflaw, some sort of criminal? No, apparently our society, merciless as it is, cannot see that. They explain in Huffington Post here, Dish Network has a zero tolerance policy when it comes to any drug use, even if that drug is state legal and used for medical purposes. So we don't care. We don't care if you're right. We don't care if you're using it for medicine that you desperately need. We are going to punish you. Welcome to America. Okay. Now, Megan Martinez, the attorney for the Dish Network, said he smoked marijuana while at home, but he crossed the threshold to his office with THC in his system. The use is the effects. It's the THC. It's the whole point of marijuana. So when he came to work, he was using. No, wait. He wasn't using it at work. THC stays in your system for up to 40 days. Nope, if THC is in your system, you're technically using, you crossed the threshold. And we crushed you! Congratulations, Dish Network. You must be so proud. What was your point? What was the point? Was he impaired? No. By the way, all of his reviews said he was a very good worker. No problems at all. But zero tolerance. Zero tolerance for what? For what? No, we're supposed to be human beings. You're supposed to use human judgment. The guy was a good worker. There was no need to fire him. We're all on this rampage that we did not agree to, that was forced upon us by the authorities on this so-called war on drugs. End the madness. End the madness. Let this guy take his medicine. Let him keep working at a job he's good at. Zero tolerance makes zero sense. And so does the war on drugs. End it already. End it.